Welcome everyone to another Atos Sustainability Talk. My name is Omar Beydoun. I'm the Atos GM for UAE and I will be your host today. Today we're going to be talking about a very important topic that is affecting sustainability and carbon emission in general, which is mainly resulting from data centers. As you know, causes from that result from backup diesel generators, from cooling systems, from the electricity itself that's being consumed, and from the computing power. Surprisingly, the emission resulting from data center range from 2.5 to 3.7% globally from the global greenhouse gas emission. And this is a very important or significant number that is surpassing many other industries, for example, the aviation one and other ones as well. Today, I have the pleasure of welcoming with us Hani Khalaf, who's the CTO, Business Development, IoT, and Smart Cities in Dell Meta region. The topic that we would like to address with Hani today is mainly related to immersion cooling, which is a very interesting technology adopted recently by multiple organizations to reduce the emission of the data centers. So, Hani, welcome again. And I would like to start off by asking you, can you explain a little bit what is immersion cooling? What is this new technology? How can it be adopted? And what are the main benefits resulting from that?
Sure. Let's start with one thing at a time. So today, most organizations are going through digitization and digital transformation. And technology is at the core of digitization. Everything we use around us is about technology. We're seeing, a built-up of more data center and more compute and technology. Traditionally, we have used air cooling in data centers, which was efficient at times, for the compute power, in the past. With today's advancement, especially with AI and more specifically generative AI, the compute power is just increasing dramatically. So there is a new innovative way to cool down equipment called immersion cooling. What it is, simply put, it's a cool technology, pun intended, to bring servers, put them in a liquid, cool down the liquid, bring it back into the server tank, and rely on really liquid and the heat exchange between the server and the liquid to do the cooling of the servers.
That's actually very interesting. Can you elaborate a little bit, Hani, about how this is done?
Sure.
The mechanism behind it.
Sure. Actually, the mechanism starts with what we call a server conversion. So at the factory, a server is taken, the moving parts from the server are taken out, like the fans, which are no longer needed. Typically, the BIOS of the server is updated because we need to tell the server that there are no fans and you'll be in liquid, so as not to keep complaining that the fans are missing. So a certain modification of the BIOS. Once this happens, a tank is prepared of different sizes. The liquid is put in it, special oil, non-conductive naturally. And then the servers are immersed in that liquid, fully immersed, and connected to power, of course. Once the server is turned on, the heat exchange between the coolant and the server, the hot parts of the server, causes the liquid to heat up. It is sent out through a pump outside the tank. It is cooled down and then sent back into the tank. So if you think about it, something like the principle of the radiator in the car,
Exactly.
and how the water in the car is cooled down.
Exactly. Again, very interesting concept. And what are some of the upsides or benefits to this technology for the industry in general and for different organizations out there?
Sure. Actually, the biggest advantage of immersion cooling is energy savings, which can reach up to 40% of the energy consumption of data centers. Of course, the real number, actual number, is dependent on the use cases, the actual model of servers, and the applications that are run on the server. So huge savings in energy consumption. The next thing is, because servers are sitting next to each other tight in the tank, we can get more compute per square foot than normal air-cooled data centers. We can also increase the lifetime of the servers because they are running in constant temperature, in a protected environment.
Exactly.
That is free from dust, in the data center. And this increases naturally the lifetime of the servers.
Good. And can we announce, or can we say that we are getting into the era of eco-friendly data centers? And how does it tie up to the topic of sustainability in general?
Definitely. Yes, actually, we are calling these now green data centers because they are driving the sustainability agenda of organizations. Most organizations, if not organizations today, have a sustainability agenda. And this is either, mandated by government or something that the, organization is looking to do because in the end, it saves money, and saves the planet. Immersion cooling, by saving energy, naturally decreases the carbon footprint of the data center. And because there is less energy consumption and less emissions, we are reducing the greenhouse gas emissions, in the air. We are also saving on water costs, which is a major item in data centers. And finally, in places where heat can be reused, that heat is being used to heat buildings or even generate power, to what we call CHP systems from the heat dissipated from these immersion cooling systems.
Thank you, Hani, so much for this very insightful discussion. As you know, Atos and Dell together, they drive the sustainability topic towards new frontiers, and together we're working hand in hand to be able to explore additional topics and raise the awareness around that. So do you have some final words for organizations out there about the adoption of the immersion cooling technology?
Sure, Omar, thank you. And we are really proud of our partnership with Atos. And yes, we are truly driving innovation in many areas together, around the globe for our customers. My advice to customers is if you are expanding an existing data center, if you are building a new data center, and of course have sustainability agenda, if you are considering modular data centers or edge data centers, take a look at immersion technology as one of the options. It might not be the solution for everything. Not everything in the data center will be immersion, but it should play a role in your future data center expansions.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you so much, Hani.
Thank you, Omar.